DBJ, this best player video will be about the best players entertain their GM. And I'm sure many of you, when you hear something like that, you said, the best players entertain the GM? What do you mean? Like, am I supposed to be, are all of us players, four, five, six of us there for the GM's pleasure? And the answer is yes. Far too often we think of the GM or the Game Master, Dungeon Master, Storyteller, Flame Tender to be the person that is there to entertain the rest of the people at the table. But it is also it is equally the player's responsibility to entertain the GM. Here's what I mean. Every game master, dungeon master out there, every person that runs a game wants something from their players. That could be, maybe the game master is a detective. He loves his players investigating his world. Maybe your game master is a historian and wants your players to discover historic elements of their game. Maybe he likes social interaction, wants you to interact with all the NPCs around you. Hey, maybe they're a war hog and wants you to engage in battle right away using your environment, unique aspects of combat, and using maps and figures and things. But find out what your game master wants. Does he want if the game master wants you to explore his world, do it. If your game master wants you to become an integral part of his world, to marry into and be a part of the social intrigue of the courts, or maybe your game master wants you to explore the world and raise the curse that was placed on this ancient land, do it. The game master wants you to explore their world. They've created something. Find out how they want you to explore that world, whether it's through obtaining knowledge, talking with NPCs, appreciating what the game master has created. And the best players will take that gift of a story and delve into it. It's like an actor that wants to work with a special director. Some actors trust great directors, and the reason is because that actor has no idea what direction that actor wants. Take Quentin Tarantino, for example. There's plenty of actors that go, look, I don't even know what the script is. I don't know what he's bringing, but I want to work with this guy because I trust what he's going to create for me. And he's going to place me in uncomfortable situations. He's going to give me dialogue that I don't like. I mean, that may not fit with what I've done before, but will allow me to express myself in new and different ways. So if your game master wants to create a world, a game master, because normally it just starts out with, hey, I've got this great idea. I've got this great dungeon crawl. I got this idea where you travel to a foreign land and you have to survive. I've got this great idea where you go into this ancient temple and go down 20 levels. I've got this great idea. And they want to develop it. And then you have to say to yourself as a player, well, how do I fit into it? What do I do? And believe me, if you find out what your game master wants, they will give back to you just as much energy. I love players because I've been a lifelong game master, and I love players that are into the game and seek to find out what it is that I want out of the game so that I can give back to them, so that I can make them, hey, I'm a player and I want to play a dark, mysterious guy, a drow elf necromancer with a skeleton as a henchman or something like that. And the game master's like rolling his eyes like, oh my God, here's another, double sword scimitar with a Black Panther as a companion character. And he's sitting there like, how am I going to fit this guy in? Well, as a player, it's imperative for you to go, hey, game master, listen, this is how it can fit into your game. This is what I can do to enrich your world and all the players around me. And believe me, find out what the game master wants as a player, And that could be anything, whether it means maybe the game master says, "Hey, listen, I would love for you guys to be your player characters to move to this village and then turn this village into a kingdom." Okay, well that means that as your player, even if you think he's a wanderer, you're like, okay, well, how can I fit in? So my character likes to be a loner. He's a ranger. Hey, I'll be a like a warden. I'll be a person that patrols this village and make sure evil entities do not never come to this village or something. And then another player says, "Well, I'm a thief. I'm a rogue, and I don't know. Hey, I know. I will be like a spy, and I'll go to other kingdoms and spy and send back the information to to this village so that they can watch out for dangers from rival kingdoms and baronies that want to take over or something." You can always come up with great ideas so that your character can fit into a world that the game master is presenting before you. And it is imperative, it is your job as well as the game master's job to fit in and find out what the game master wants. The game master is there to try to create this world for all their players. Simply find out, talk to the guy or gal and say, "Hey, what kind of game are you running? Let's figure out a way for me to fit into your world and what you want out of the game." That's all I have to say. Thanks, guys. As always, create, don't destroy.